at the apartment. It was just, I had ordered some groceries, and I sent my boyfriend down to get them. And this Russian man gave him the groceries, and I guess when you do Uber Eats, sometimes it asks for a code. But my boyfriend said that he was kind of dismissive to him because he was talking to one of his friends. So he gave him the code, and the guy acted like he didn't get the code. And there was a man walking by with his grandson, and the guy, I guess the guy assumed for whatever reason that my boyfriend and him were kind of talking shit about him for whatever reason when they were talking about basketball. And so he was angry, and then he like started kind of getting like angry and causing a scene, and they were confused because nobody understood what he was saying. So everybody was confused, and there was this man walking with his grandson, and for whatever reason, he said that he thought that the man was laughing at him. So he attempted to punch the man, but punched the baby instead.
Oh, that's terrible.
And when we called the cops, they were like, well, you're going to have to wait like an hour for somebody to come. And as soon as he punched him, obviously he left.
Yeah, I mean, I lived in Florida, waited 2 hours, which is normal. Called them. You called us earlier?
Yeah, it's like...
Are you kidding me?
It's crazy.
And I left Florida because I didn't want to live around those freaks any longer.
Yeah, Florida's interesting.
My goals in life are not to be around. Put any word in front of phobia, and you'd be about right.
Yeah.
Just ew.
Anywhere in the South is probably not the best area to be.
I mean, I've lived in 4 Republican states. I just won't do it.
Yeah, it's very different. It's very, very different. Especially places like Texas and like Louisiana and places like that. It gets crazy. When I came here, it was like a culture shock.
Because they're inclusive. They don't care what colors are on. California's inclusive.
Yeah.
Florida, they ignore 25% of their population.
Yeah.
And they pay California to ship homeless here.
Yeah. The homeless problem here is like ridiculous. I think that's the only downside of living downtown. But that's why I like where I live right now. I've lived in those apartments since I moved to LA. Because I realized all of the high rises downtown that I could move to, they're just surrounded by homeless people. And they don't really have, like, it's really hard for them. Because a lot of them just have mental problems. And then they kind of just go crazy and do things. But it's not really like, the cops don't care about them either.
Yeah, I don't even call the police anymore.
Yeah, there's literally no point in calling the cops at all.
I mean, I would feel safer with a dog than I would with the police.
Yeah. Even, it's crazy because I guess everything is just, there's so many people here and there's so much things going on. My ex, he had gotten a really bad accident like 3 years ago, and he was like almost killed by this drunk driver on Melrose, and he was going in and out of like consciousness, and for whatever reason they weren't letting me go into the ambulance with him, so we ended up Ubering to the hospital, which was like maybe 10 minutes away. When we got there, going in and out of consciousness. Like, he's not okay. They're like, okay, we'll get with you whenever we can. And there was this older man who was sitting next to us, and he was like, I've been in the waiting room for 3 hours. Like, if he's not okay, I recommend maybe you guys should go somewhere else or tell them. So I went back up there, and I was like nagging to the point where they just wanted to give me a room or somewhere to put him. So they put him in the hallway, and then he just lost consciousness but didn't wake up at that point. And when I told them, they realized, oh, maybe this is as bad as she was saying it was, because he never woke up, and he ended up going into a coma for like 20-something hours. And at that point was when they decided maybe we should put him in a trauma room. Even though he came in covered in blood, going in and out of consciousness, he had a whole busted lip, his head was